When I was in medical school, I had a friend named Artemis James. Night after night, while the rest of us pored over our books, Artie was visiting cat houses. After his visits, he'd come back and regale us with tales of his adventures. In addition to feeding our young male fantasies with his salacious details, he also reminded us that a wife would never be so uninhibited as the women he visited. And I believed that. Until you. And this concludes another chapter of 5 Little Peppers and How They Grew by Louisa May Alcott. Perhaps we'll continue that next week. The books that one finds lying around one's room. Welcome to another Purblind Gamer stream and another Short Horror Saturday. And I hope everybody is having a good weekend so far. And recovering from the week, as we all need to do. Heaven knows I did. Bunch of crap to deal with. But also some potentially good stuff, so I may have exciting announcements the next couple of days. Then again, I might save them until some unspecified future time. Still getting over this cold, though, which I feel like I'm mostly over it. It's just this ridiculously lingering cough and mild congestion. It's like, jeez, you've already lost. Why don't you just give up? Dumb old viruses. Do they even have a brain? Like, I guess it depends on how we define brain. But I know I'm a lot better than I was last stream, which ended up being fairly short for a normal stream. But we made more progress in the Lost Crown. A little bit more. And we'll continue that on Wednesday. And then the stream before that... I guess the stream before that was the one where we watched Bone Chillers on VHS. Damn, I missed a couple streams in there. Oh well, back on a normal schedule now. I hope. And I realized I hadn't done probably quite enough to get us into the Halloween mood. I mean, The Lost Crown is quite good, but it's, more, I don't know, it hasn't gone really spooky yet, and Alone in the Dark, too, is more weird than straight-up horror. So, I think tonight we'll play a short game about that Halloween pastime, trick-or-treating. You know, where, for those of you who don't live in America and may not have this tradition, that's where, on Halloween night, you don a costume, you go door to door, ring the doorbell, say trick-or-treat, collect candy, get charged by a skeleton that throws shrapnel bombs, hit it with a chainsaw, turn around and blast a zombie's head off with a shotgun, and then go on to the next house and do it again. Of course, I think some of these details may have been invented specifically for this game. Yeah, and then I have the next couple of short horror, or streams, I guess, planned out, and I do know what we're going to stream on Halloween. I was initially thinking I would stream this on Halloween in addition to reading a horror story, but I found something so much better that I was really excited to discover. I'll save that for later. This game was made in 2006. I don't know if it was made for a Halloween jam or a contest or one of those things. I forgot to look that up before stream. Which, some of these they would do with different, on different old gaming sites back then. And it's made in Multimedia Fusion, which is in the line of Klik products, such as Klik and Play. I know we've played games made in those game creation systems on stream before. Yeah, Chesapeake Shores series finale aired, so probably don't need to keep pestering you guys to watch that. But I will for a little bit. Who knows what use streaming views are. I don't know much about the industry. I just collect a paycheck, then hope it doesn't get lost in the mail on the way to the bank. Anyway, trick or treat, shall we? Don't believe I ever beat this game. I remember trying it out years ago, maybe when it first came out, but and I was trying it again, and it does seem reasonably tough after the first level. Oh dear. You can't change the positioning of the game within your screen. This is going to get confusing. Yeah, that's good. A town plagued by the dead. Plundered mercilessly by ghouls. Built upon an ancient Indian burial ground. No one dare trick or treat in this neighborhood. Also, it had bottomless pits. I feel like we shouldn't let our children around bottomless pits. No one, that is, except you. Hey, that's me. Peculiar screen dimensions this one has. I don't know why. Yeah, the chainsaw is most effective when you swing it rather than leave it in. The shotgun, however, is a lot more effective. Ooh, super chainsaw. You are dead. But not for long. Hey, Stock for Water, welcome in. How's it going? You're missing retro Halloween-themed freeware games. Yeah, we just started. This is only the first level. Then how are you doing tonight, Stock? Fuel before they stop coming, so get as many as I can. Awesome. I'm doing alright, thanks. Still have a lingering cough from that cold and a bit of congestion, but otherwise all better. Finished all the work I needed to for the end of last week, and hoping this week is not too hectic, because I I think things will get very crazy soon thereafter at work. Oh, thanks for letting me know. Me. It's mostly the damn chainsaw. I wish I could make my voice louder. There. I know the music's pretty quiet, but... yeah, hopefully that's a bit more of a reasonable level. Lots of blood. And that's how trick-or-treating works. Well, usually I have to say trick-or-treat. Yeah, I think the levels get harder after that. Or maybe they get emptier after that. It's a very large moon. Yeah, this is starting to feel like that, Aqua Teen Hunger Force themed game. Oh, hey, there's something. Yeah. Ooh, it's a very detailed moon, too. Yeah, the background in general. The woods, the gravestones. There are no skeletons. Skeletons with shrapnel bombs. And some with jack-o'-lanterns' heads that explode. Ooh. I'm gonna save that shotgun till I need it. I need it. Well, I want it. They're practically the same thing. I like the sound effect for the exploding skeleton. Oh, another shotgun. I must get more cough syrup at the store tomorrow. And we'll leave that guy. Very limited range on the shotgun. Yeah, they throw bones just like the Freddies in a Castlevania. Oh, wait. This is what I should be hurrying with. Pardon me. Oh, is that the doorbell? I remember this game as being harder. Maybe? I think there are 5 levels. I thought I'd be struggling to get through it. And maybe since I'm just being careful with the ammunition and weapons. Trick or treat, bitch. Well, I managed to catch that one perfectly. Huh. Excuse you. Hey, I'm not dead if I don't die on the first level. I guess it doesn't work if you... when you pick it up, you're already... revving it. Forget it. I like the shimmering effect it does, almost like water. He's not very smart about positioning and where to throw those bombs. Yeah. How smart can they be? They're skeletons. Those skeletons could have brains inside there. Come get some. A pistol? Useful. Oh hey, welcome back, Stock. I've been getting a little better. Died a few times on this level. I vaguely remembered it. It was back on this site called the Daily Klik, which had a bunch of games made in Klik Team products. Like, Click and Play, Games Factory, Click and Create, Multimedia Fusion. I think those are the big ones. And yeah, I found a bunch of cool games. That was where I originally found Castlevania, which we played a few months ago. And then I went looking for it again, or I guess I was looking for like old Click-themed horror games in general, and the Daily Click is still up. And this is also now on Clicktopia, which is a project to archive all the games made in those old game creation systems. Which, I love how much... Did I not get candy there? Rip off. Chainsaw the door down and get my own candy. I love all the preservation efforts that there are now to make sure old software and things aren't lost. You'll just leave it behind. And then again, maybe we'll shoot some exploding skeletons at him. Yeah, don't get any points for killing them all. Yeah. There were some good games made with those programs. Like the P Guy series, originally Pack Guy, which I always liked, was made with those. I'm going to play through that whole series eventually. Oh, good. Can't follow me. Oh, still kind of loud. Thanks for the heads up. Hey, Golemir, welcome in. Yeah, beating a bunch of them, huh? Looks like. I think I'm close to the end of the game already, actually. I'll have to play something else. But how are you doing, Golemir? Yeah, it's mostly the chainsaw sound effects, especially, it's so loud. Hopefully that's not... The audio is not too quiet. I gotta figure out a way to turn up to make my voice louder. It's difficult with all the different programs and settings. Of course, I also gotta set everything up with my new computer and get that working and just use that to stream. There are no other tougher skeletons here. And there are more. And again I say, why do skeletons have shrapnel bombs? And the bones I get. I mean, they've got a large supply of them. So eventually they're going to run out. It's not like they bring a separate bag of bones with them. I guess the game... Oh, that is the end. Congratulations. You win. Unbelievable coding. Hamish McCloud. I think he was kind of a big name in the Click scene. Well, maybe you should thank me instead. This game was free after all. Well, we'll have to find something else to play, won't we? This is something I've always been afraid of, like, do a short horror game and then ends up being too short. What did I do? I mean, I do have a couple of other horror games. So there's one called MACABRE, which only Chapter 1 was ever completed, but it was made with the same engine, and it's supposed to be one of the better, like, horror-themed games made with that engine. Let me see if I can find that. But I had downloaded it. I need to organize things better. Assuming this all works, but I think it should. The Multimedia Fusion games tend to be pretty good about working in Windows 10. So once you get back to like Click and Play or the Games Factory, that things get more difficult. And sometimes even like using OTVDM or running them through a Windows 3.1 emulator is difficult. By Windows 3.1 emulator, I mean DOSBox. Running Windows 3.1. Yeah. It's the thing when you're playing the obscure games. It's always, a gamble how long they're going to be. And well, I guess that's also an arcade game. Like, it might take you a long time to keep practicing the levels, or you might beat it fairly quickly. It's amazing how many fun freeware games there are. Not just horror-themed ones, but in general. Oh no, shit. Did that... Oh. I think it was running full screen, but it didn't. It seems to be working okay. It didn't crash stream. That's pleasant. I appreciate the updates of Windows have actually made it better. It used to be in Windows 10 when you'd run some of the games in full screen. It would mess some of the stuff up in OBS, and if it was in a much smaller resolution, and then when you close it, Windows 10 would stay in that smaller resolution, which would be a real pain. But that's not the issue anymore. And I think also zoom text, which I use, may have been making it more difficult. Well, you know, maybe I don't need to. I'm just going to try and use DXWind, but maybe I can just use this and run it in full screen and switch back and forth as needed. I don't know, computers are a mystery to me. Oh, now it's running in a window. Okay, you know. I didn't tell DXWind to. Whatever, it works. Macabre. Oh, right. It's capturing through the same way that Trick or Treat game was capturing, but it's a very different sized window and a very different shaped window. I'm just gonna make that a little bigger. There we go. Now, Macabre, Chapter 1. This game was... Sadly, there was only ever one chapter, and... not enough memory. See if that happens again. I'd say not enough memory. Should have plenty of memory. Let's watch the intro. 10 years ago, my sister vanished. Until one night. Wow. Yeah, I agree, Stock. And that's a really detailed intro for an MMF game. So footprints leading up to a tomb. And... oh, thanks, Stock. Right, I gotta adjust each program. Interesting, the sound effects cut out, but not the music. Turn the program sound up and down in OBS? Oh, rather than using the Windows sound mixer. Oh, thanks, I'll try that from now on. Uh-oh. Is the game frozen? Oh. Chapter 1. I'm not seeing any text. Oh Lord. Hey, Blind Bandit. Welcome in. How are you doing tonight? And you guys should all check out Blind Bandit, who does a lot of games with looking at their accessibility features, and is recently affiliated, which is really awesome. How's your night going, Blind Bandit? Oops. Oh, I said it's Blind Bandit, not the Blind Bandit. Oh yeah. My pleasure. Yeah, and it's neat to see the accessibility features in games, which I didn't know much about. I usually just, with much sight I have, I just make do with games that don't have accessibility features, or some games I'm not really able to play. At least, not, or only on a computer when I can zoom in and out. But tell me, are you guys seeing any text here? Because I am not. Oh, well, now I'm seeing some text. Please read this first. Yeah, I agree that the AAA games are doing it now, or like some of them. I mean, hopefully a lot more start to do it. Yeah, and I saw you were playing Paper Mario recently. Oops. Why did it? That's neat. It's fun to play old favorites again, especially on stream. So I think we have a bit of a redraw error going on again, which we also did when we played, what's it called? Hastlevania. Oh no. This is going to be a hot mess. Oh, drat. I wonder what's causing this. Let me try restarting it. God, I wonder if I did it without. It'd be ironic if I'd run it without windowed mode, if that would make it better. Or work better. Oh, wonderful. A new God of War game. It's going to have those features. And then you'll get to stream it as soon as it comes out. That's going to be awesome. I never really played any of the. I tried out the first God of War, but I never played any beyond that. Anyway, we'll watch the intro again. And where do you get news about the accessible games, Blind Bandit? I restarted it stock because there was some kind of error that was making it look really messed up, and pardon me. Let's see if there's a way I can get around that. Let's see what this does. No, it's not showing up. I think that must be what it is, because when you click on that, then you have to click on this. And then if we start again, it's going to be the same. Yeah. There's no way in hell the game's supposed to look like that. Oh well. I should... Oh. That's so nice that your boyfriend discovered that about Last of Us Part 2. But yeah, are there some sites dedicated to, like, accessibility features in games? Maybe. Something I would definitely like to look at. Okay, so this game is not... I don't think it's going to be something that we can fix easily, so I kind of don't think we should mess with it. Just because, you know, it's only been a couple streams where we had that House the Dead PC port stream where half it was me trying to make the damn thing work and then giving up, and I don't want to do another stream like that, especially so soon. I feel like just kind of by chance the quality of my last few streams has been... I guess there have just been issues with some of them. Like last time I was still more sick and... But I do have a couple other short horror games stashed that we could play. Maybe I should turn off that. Notice. Yeah, I just don't think it's worth, you know, me messing around with it on stream and then and then possibly never getting it to work, so we'll try a different one. Maybe Project Tendies. Wow, good for Sony. Trying to put in more accessibility features, and especially with the PS5. I'll try this one called Project Tendies, which is a short, it's an older Unity game, which means it shouldn't be quite the resource hog that some Unity games can be. I discovered this while I was, I don't know, nosing about old freeware sites a while back. I thought it might be good for Short Horror Saturday, but it would be too short to play on its own, so maybe that makes it good for this stream. Consider this a double feature of Trick or Treat and Project Tendies, and we'll all agree that Macabre never happened. Besides, Macabre sounds like some kind of witch who sits in a dungeon eating punctuation marks. Yeah, I went there. Oh nice, speaking of accessibility features, this is one of those games which lets you select if you want to run it in a window. Which is very nice. It's like a built-in feature in Unity, and I assume it still is in the newer versions, but a lot of developers don't include that. Wintermute games tend to do that too. Graphics quality, I don't know if I would call this a high-end computer by the standards of 10 years ago, but I think we could go with beautiful graphics. Project Tender. Where did I get Project Tendies from? Ooh, creepy music box music. Can we talk for a minute about how tiny that text is in the game window? Like, come on, guys. Is it Bumby lighting? Yeah, it is.
No, it can't be like that. I know, Look, just tell him... No, then he will... Hang on. I'll call you later. I heard something.
Actual voice acting. Nice. These things do look a little bit blocky. Yes, spoopy.
And I heard, as it were, the voice of thunder, one of the four beasts saying, "Come." And look, and I saw a white horse.
I think it's reading Book of Revelations. The tenders can hear you breathing. They are blind and cannot see. Edward Void.
God, my head. Where am
I wonder if this is going to be like one of those Tomb of the Blind Dead kind of things. those? What are those, masks? Or potatoes? No, they're too lumpy for potatoes. First I thought something looked vaguely like a face. Yeah, not too sudden. Yeah, an indie horror game. Wouldn't be surprised if we get a few sudden jump scares. Wouldn't be. Can't open that. Dude. Don't you hate it when you mistake the ceiling for a wall? I must say, whoever owns this house, they don't go in for very detailed art. I can see a key, but I can't necessarily pick it up. Yeah. And did I get it? Okay, I finally got it. It's a somewhat unusual looking face. I think you have to press E when it's right at the center of the screen. It's just, there's no cursor or crosshair. This ought to fit one of those doors. That's the way we came, so yeah, maybe this one.
I remember a window on the other side. Maybe I can get out that way.
We've been waiting for you.
Oh. If I could climb over these. Wait. Yes, ridiculously tiny red text. Always a good idea. There we go. Oh, wow. It really sounded like someone was knocking at my window. Interesting. I wonder if that's one of those sounds, what's it called, like, they're recorded from within, something that looks like that's shaped like a human ear. So, like, when you hear it, it really sounds like it's coming. It sounds more like it's coming from the real world. There's a term for that, I just can't remember it. Oh. What is that? Is that some sort of insect thing? Attendees are...
Where am I now? And are you done with the pop-up guys?
You're in the void. You can decide to ignore and forever forget your father by crushing his skull. Or the book. You get to remember everything.
That seems like an easy selection.
Did I forget to add? Crushing the skull kills me and my tenders. That will send you back to your world to live without knowledge.
Okay. And what about the book?
You will stay in my world forever, but have all knowledge of your father.
Okay, 2 endings. Well, the game's short enough, I guess we can get both. But I just wish they wouldn't do this thing with the, like, keep warping every, like, or some of the words, because it makes it that much harder to understand. So I guess that's a skull.
Such a shame. Too bad such knowledge was a waste.
Such what was a waste?
And when the lamp opened the 4th seal, I heard a voice of the 4th living creature say, "Come." And I looked, and there before me was a pale horse. Its rider's name was Death, and Hades was following close behind him.
Void ending. Oh. You may close out of the game now. But how? Yeah, this was very indie. And it was indeed short. Hey, what the heck? Let's push our luck and get the book ending? I don't believe it was ever expanded on. Yeah. Okay, I think we can get the other ending in about 5 minutes flat.
No, it can't be like that. I know, Look, just tell him... No, then he will... Hang on. I'll call you later. I heard something.
So this has something to do with our father?
And I heard, as it were, the voice of thunder. One of the 4 beasts saying, "Come." And look, and I saw a white horse.
Edward Void. The tenders can hear you breathing.
My head. Where am I?
They are blind and cannot see. Hey, there's those things are supposed to be skulls, I don't really see how. Whatever, I'm not going to overthink it. There's that blasted key. Got it. You know, I honestly don't remember. It was... might have been on some old forum or site when I was looking for... because sometimes, not as much recently, but before I would sometimes stream, or just go online and search for horror games, especially some of the older sites, because I figured it'd be easier for me to play on some of those, and...
I remember a window on the other side. Maybe I can get out that way.
We've been waiting for you.
And then I would like try out some of the ones I found, and yeah, now it's so easy. You can just go to Game Jolt or Twitch or Itch, not Twitch, Itch. I guess Itch is probably where I've had the best luck with a lot of short horror games. Got me again. The one on the right side sounds so real. What are these things? Oh, eyeballs. Eyeballs on books, I think? Or tablets? I don't know.
Where am I now? And are you done with the pop-up guy?
Good choice. Your father was a scientist working for a company called Eon. Once we caught sight of a creature in all black, we decided to catch it to study. This creature was a tender and the first. I used it to build my army. When Shirley found out, he tried to warn the world. The company had to end him before he gave away too much.
What if it's not a world travel too far? It's about your actions to do with it. Not one of many people can seek new things such as in their minds.
What?
But before my last breath, I remember this. Just because someone has a gun doesn't mean they know how to use it.
Okay, I straight up could not hear what he was saying. It was something philosophical, I think, and he was saying, just because you something, you don't necessarily know how to use it. Why is that the tavern ending? Well, could have been kind of an interesting story, but that's where it ends. Yeah, I think that's probably where we'll wrap up for today. I'm trying to make sure that the Short Horror Saturday streams are at least more than an hour, and sometimes end up being, 4 hours. And yeah, I know it's a rather short stream, but we got through a couple games. The kitchen. Hey, I'm sorry that I got through, what's it called, Trick or Treat so fast, and then that macabre didn't work. and that Project Tenders was not a little more in-depth and a little more detailed, and taken a little more work with the audio. Oh well. Some short horror Saturdays we find real hidden gems and amazing games, and other times we find ones that are, just kind of okay. And that makes the really good ones stand out. Yeah, the house is cursed, I know. Damn poltergeists. And now the poltergeist is running a chainsaw. Yeah, they're coming for me with a chainsaw now. They want candy. I didn't buy candy because I didn't think it was Halloween yet. But yeah, it was good. It was good to have you here, Blind Bandit and Stalk. I hope this blasted cough goes away by tomorrow. Aren't you supposed to drink large quantities of whiskey to make a cough go away? If the medical establishment says it. No, that's not whiskey, that's vodka. Oh well. Maybe that'll help too. Oh yeah, I know garlic's supposed to help with getting rid of over colds in general. We'll have another clove of garlic. Nasty stuff, though. It doesn't. I kind of figured it didn't. That was some old wives' tale. Although I don't know, maybe it's certain forms of alcohol do work as a cough suppressant. Because I know that was a thing for so long. It would be surprising if there wasn't some truth in that there was some kind of alcohol-based cough syrup that was really big in the, 1800s. But, yeah, and I know tea with honey and lemon is supposed to actually help as well. I should probably have more of that. Whatever's good for my throat and help me stop coughing. I have some cough drops somewhere around here. If I'm still hacking up a lung or two by tomorrow's stream, I'll have a supply of cough drops handy. And more cough syrup. Real cough syrup, not, cheap alcohol. Well, I guess I should find somebody to raid, but first I'll give you guys an idea of what's coming up on stream. I stream usually Sundays and Wednesdays in the evenings, and Saturday late afternoon / evening. And tomorrow we're going to be continuing Alone in the Dark 2. And I don't know whether I kind of don't think we're going to finish it, but dude, who knows with that game? It'll go on for a good while. And then Wednesday we'll continue The Lost Crown, a ghost hunting adventure. Which has been fun so far. And next Sunday, I know I felt kind of bad that I didn't play Penumbra this year, mostly because the text was so small, and I figured it would be better to be doing it on a bigger monitor, which I will be using by next year. But I realized I could play the original Penumbra Tech demo, which was that company's first 3D game, and they just made it as a freeware game, and then it became popular enough because it was really creative and kind of groundbreaking that they decided to make a full game based on it, and that's why we got the Penumbra trilogy. So I'll play the original Penumbra Tech demo for Short Horror Saturday, and then I think Monday is Halloween, so what I may just do is do the Halloween stream on Sunday and say it's Halloween observed. And I always try and do something special for Halloween. Oh, you think you can stalk? But you know, maybe let's talk about that at some point, because it might be useful. Especially if I'm not going to play the full version of Penumbra Overture now, but if at some point I'm going to, I might use that. And yes, that'd be useful if they released the source code to all games so that people could increase the font. Although, I guess in some games it would make it, change the look of it substantially, but heck, I could mess around with that. That's really nice of you, Stock. I appreciate that. Yeah, I don't think I'll need the font bigger for the tech demo. So it was released in like 06 or something, and it's not doesn't have widescreen resolution. I feel like that's when sometimes the font starts to get smaller, is for widescreen. And for my Halloween stream, I'm going to try and do what I did previously, is read an original horror story, if I can finish writing one, and then play some Halloween-themed games, and yeah, it'll probably be a shorter stream, but yeah, and I probably should do that Sunday night, because I know I'll have work Monday, but it'll be, and I'm really excited. I found some, I know what the Halloween-themed games I'm going to play. There's some old freeware ones from the early 2000s, which were, hard to find online for a while, but then within the last year somebody uploaded them again, and yeah, it'll be exciting. I'll talk more about that next time. And then, yeah, and we'll continue Lost Crown and Alone in the Dark 2, if necessary, into November, and I got a couple other games lined up, maybe some more point-and-click adventure. And maybe we'll start another Haunted PS1 demo disc for the Short Horror Saturday streams. Okay, let's see who's online. Oh, hey, my friend Liv is on. We went to film school together, and she's still in school. We should give her a raid. She's not often streaming so late. No, haven't gotten to raid him in a while. Let's go ahead and raid Liv. She most often streams earlier. Oh, and we should have a raid message. And this will be funny. She'll appreciate this. Yeah, she's working on her thesis this semester. So if you guys could copy and paste that, I think she'll get a kick out of that. And act frightfully annoyed. Yeah, I think so. Theses, we've all had to do them. At least, if we went to film school, we did. Well, thank you guys for coming here and hanging out. I always appreciate you being here, whether you're chatting or lurking. As I Play some of the old games that aren't always that great or that memorable, or that don't always work. Just a reminder, you can follow me on Twitter and MySpace for stream announcements and nonsense. And you can find VODs of my past streams on YouTube. I should upload a couple tonight. And yeah, I think that's about everything. I'll hopefully see you guys tomorrow for more Alone in the Dark 2. And yeah, hope everybody has a good night, and thank you for being here. Beware of the tenders. They are blind but cannot see. Hey, kind of like me. And also, if you're going trick-or-treating, don't forget to bring your shotgun. Well, okay, that's bad advice. Just bring a chainsaw.